Your spouse has a portion of a family business. How's that handled in the divorce? It's a terrific question. My name is Akiva Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman and Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues right here in the state of Michigan. And today, we're going to continue our video series designed to educate and inform the public. So please subscribe to our channel. You know, we all know that if a business is started during the marriage, it's a marital asset has to be divided, right? We know that. We know that a business is something that's subject to division. But what do we do about a long-term owned family business? Maybe there's 5 other people outside of your spouse that have shares in that business. Siblings, aunts and uncles, whatever, parents. And now you're divorcing someone who's got a 20% stake in a family business. How does that work? Well, I'll tell you, there are questions to be asked. There's an analysis to be done. Number one, you want to know, did he have his share of the business before the marriage? Is it pre-marital property? Even if it's pre-marital, we have to look at, okay, but the value, that business had a value. Now, maybe over the last 10 years of the marriage, that business has gone up. Maybe it was a $3 million business and now it's a $10 million business. If he had a third of it then, he had a $1 million value. But now he's got a third of a $10 million business. Maybe his third is now a $3.5 million value. 3.33, let's say. So now maybe your share has gone up from half of a $1 million value to a half of a $3.5 million value. So you got to look at it very carefully. You got to see, even if it belongs to him, has the increased value become something that is subject to marital assets? The courts generally won't try to disrupt a business. So they're not going to tell him necessarily, sell your share and give her a piece. But what the courts may do is put an evaluation on it, try to come up with a present day value of that number once it determines what piece of it may or may not be marital. And when they determine what piece may be marital, they're going to try to put a value on it. And you may have to hire experts, business valuation experts who can testify before the court that they've been doing this for a long time. And Your Honor, I believe this share is now worth $2.6 million. And then she'd be entitled to her half of that. And the court will take that into account as it determines what the value is. Now, again, the court might not make him sell his shares, and he may not be able to under the way the agreement is structured, but the court may say, okay, you're entitled to, let's say, $1 million as your share of his business interest. I'm not going to make him sell the business, but I'm going to make him pay you by giving you the house, by giving you the cars, by giving you the other things that may equalize it so that you get it. And the court can say to him, look, you've got the option. Either you sell your shares or come up with borrow against them and give her the money, or keep it intact and she gets all these things. What do you want to do? And ultimately the court will figure out with the help of the attorneys exactly how this is to be divided. But make no mistake, it is likely that even though this may have been a family business, there may be a share and the share went up. And if the share went up, there's going to be something to be divided. It's also possible in certain economies that the share went down. And if the share went down, don't expect to get a cash infusion from that valuation because it's in the negative. If you have any questions about your case, reach out. We'll be glad to help you out.
248-588